Hello, beautiful people. Let's talk gratitude. Let's talk praise. Let's get into that state of thankfulness. Okay, why are we doing 40 days of gratitude? Today being day 2. Why are we doing 40 days of praise? I think it's important for you to set intentions for this time. I am not doing this because I just, want to be thankful, and have lovely manners. No, not at all. I do want to have good manners and I do want to be thankful. But it's not just to live with our heads in the clouds. It's important to note that. It is important to note that this process has purpose. Because if you don't have this note that this process has purpose, you are here every day and thanks, and there's no expectation, there's no hope, and there's no change. Now, yes, you are going to start feeling better, but I really do want you to set an intention for this period of time. So let me tell you about some of my intentions for this period of time. There's something so powerful about gratitude. It allows you to shift your perspective. You start to see things differently. You could focus on that one thing about your partner that annoys your living guts. Or you start to be grateful for the many things that your partner does wonderfully. And as you do that, as you start to amplify the wonderful things, this amazing thing happens where that one or two things that really annoy you start shrinking. As you personally become grateful for all the good things, you also start to express that gratitude to them. And they feel appreciated. And anybody enhances what people celebrate. So the more you say, oh my goodness, you look amazing in that shirt, that person wants to pop that shirt on every now and then because they keep getting compliments in it. The more you compliment and celebrate, behavior changes accordingly, right? Now, this isn't about manipulating other people, but this is about just highlighting how it shifts your perspective. And it does also impact the behaviors around you. Okay, so that's one. I want to shift my perspective. Number 2, I spoke about this yesterday, that your emotions have power to impact your own behavior. Not just that, your emotions are actually energy within your body. And energy has an impact on matter. And some people believe when they go down to the core of matter and they get to atoms level and they go to those tiny molecule levels, that at the very root of that, it is energy that is holding everything together. Light, energy, that everything is made up of. Particles, atoms that connect with each other in a certain way produce that item. And so energy is important in creating matter. I once heard a teaching about that the very root of atom, that energy is sound, right? Sound and light. And how God, when He spoke the world into being, said the words light be, and light was. And so His creative ability, basically His word, holds the whole world together, the whole universe. Right? So, on that note, I'm getting a bit deep. I hope it's not too early for you to catch what I'm saying. But on that very note, you want to make sure that your energy, your emotions are creating what you want in this life. That your words are creating what you want in this life. And so if your emotions and your words are defeated, are words that steal your own joy, that make you feel sad and small, why would you continually produce those emotions? Make you feel like you are without, or you are missing something, or you are not good enough. Why would you continue to entertain those emotions? Because they keep producing the same results in your life. Now, I want to say this to you because I think from the outside we look at other people and we think their story is so perfect. If you've been with me for a while, then I have shared this before. But when I just got married, it was early days. I think we were in the second year of our marriage and we decided it was the year of the baby. We are doing this, we're going to have a baby. And that is the very year we find out my husband has testicular cancer. Talk about a spanner in the works. My goodness. Long story short, there's a op, there's some chemo, there's this, there's that. We decide to take the year off, give it a skip. We'll revisit this baby situation a bit later. We did, as you know, we have 3 boys right now, but point of my story is that was a challenging moment in my life. Another point in time, my husband and I decided to start a business. I had left my job in this budding career of public relations, and we are starting this business. We are running around doing the most, investing all our money, which could have gone into any other thing, property or whatever, but everything into this business. And at the end of everything, after 2 years, this business is just not businessing, and we have depleted everything we have, and we feel ashamed and disappointed, and we wanted this to be so much more, and it just did not work out. And I felt like a flop and a failure, and there I sat thinking, what do I do next? My business failed. Then there was a while where I thought, maybe I should just get a job. I applied high and low, up and down, all around. I did not even get one call back. Talk about rejection. I didn't even get an interview. Come on, hello. Right? But in that time, I built myself up with motivation. But that's not the story for today. I want to stay on the tone and on the note of just explaining to you that the picture on the outside looks perfect, but we all have battles and challenges, whether it is health or finance or a partner or a friendship or a family relationship or personal confidence issues or feeling disappointed. My goodness, I felt disappointed many times. Someone once said, hey, take a gap year. I'm going to send you to the UK. I'd love you to explore and go and see some more of the world before you settle down. You know, once you're done studying and all of these things. I decided to take the gap year. I never went. I was waiting. January. Nothing. Just hold on. Give me some time. I'm like, varsity is starting. I would, if this is not it, then I need to go to varsity. Just hold on. February, March, April. I was just put on pause consistently, continually. I mean, by May, I think it hit that this was not happening. There was no gap year happening. And so in the interim, I just had a job that I was doing just to fix my time. Now, I could have already been studying and almost done with my first semester for that year, but no, I went on the other path because I got a promise. and I was disappointed. And my goodness, I can still share so many other stories with you, which I'm sure you can too. But I'm sharing these things with you in this situation just to let you know that lifes with all of us. I'm sure there are people in this group that has so much more gut-wrenching, terrible stories, situations, experiences than mine. And there are people with better experiences, situations than mine. I'm not here to compare. I'm just here to say, I know what it feels like when life doesn't look the way you want it to be. But I also know that there is extreme, wonderful, incredible, amazing power in shifting your mindset. And it is possible to create a wonderful life for yourself. It is 100% possible. So many of the things that are happening in my life right now, I dreamt of the day that this would happen. I have kept the vision that I want for my life steadfastly in front of my eyes, in my mindset, in my thoughts. I've given it to God in prayer, and the rest of the time I'm as grateful as I can possibly be for every opportunity that comes my way. And I'm even grateful for future opportunities, and we're going to dive into that on one of these days as well. But I have leaned into my gratitude. I have said, if I have nothing in my pocket, if I don't have resources, if I don't have money, if I don't have contacts, if I don't have anything, one thing I have, and it's free, is gratitude. I'm going to have to let go of bitterness. I'm going to have to let go of unforgiveness. I'm going to have to let go of whatever power I think being angry gives me. I'm going to have to let go and lean so deeply into gratitude that it's almost like you surrender. You surrender the idea that you need to get revenge, that you need to teach the lesson, that you need to have some kind of control of the situation. You surrender that idea and you lean into sheer gratitude, because sometimes you don't understand, and that's why I call it surrender. So you lean into that sheer gratitude and you allow that to do the work in your life, in your mindset, and in your situation. And as you do that, you will start to see things happen. Because you said, you know what? I'm okay with believing there's good in this life. I'm okay not just protecting myself with fear that bad things will happen to me again. That rejection, that struggle, that fill in the blank will happen to me again. And chances are, while we are on this earth, we will be faced with challenges. I mean, you think you're going to live 80 years and not have any challenges? I mean, you think you're going to live 100 years? I don't know. You're aiming for 100 and not have any challenges. There'll be challenges. 100% there'll be challenges. But do the challenges have you? That's what you have to decide. And so this whole thing with gratitude, no, it's not wishy-washy stuff. It is an exchange of, I'll give you fear and disappointment and anger. I'll give you all of that. And I'm going to lean fully into gratitude and allow you to have that perfect work within my mindset. Because the great and wonderful things that God has for you is locked up in your spirit. And I don't know if you've experienced this, but when you have quiet times, when you think about God, when you lean into Him, you've experienced love and joy and vision and goodness and peace. And I don't know if you see visions of your life or what your life should look like and what direction you're moving in. I surely do. But you see all of those things in God. So if that's God's plan for you, what is the thing that stands in its way? If that's God's plan, what stands in its way? For me, that answer said, my goodness, it must be something I'm doing. It must be something I'm thinking. It must be something I'm not seeing. And then I asked myself a very simple question. Why don't I do the things that I want to do? Because I think it might not work out. Because I think it will be rejected. Because I think I'm not good enough. Who says you're not good enough? I don't know, I just, what if people don't like it? What if... And then I realized the reason I don't do the things that I want to do is not laziness or procrastination or this or that. It is simply fear. And so if I had to step out and do everything that I want to do out of a space of love, when I put an event together and I say, I want to do this event because I want to elevate and inspire and bless people. And I put that event out there, whatever the price tag. I do it because of love. Then whoever needs it connects to that and they receive the love that I pour into their life through the event, the food, the platform, the whatever I offer them that day. If I put that same event out there, but not out of love, out of fear. I need to make my target this month. I need this money. I need to pay school fees. This needs to be paid. That needs to be sorted out. I still need to. And it's not out of love. Yes, people will come because I'll still have tools to give them. But there will be those needs that are not met. Those deep inward answers and revelations that are not connected. Why? Because it's out of a space of fear. People might even walk away and pick up some sense of fear themselves because that was the tone of the event. Operating out of love does something different. So we got to release fear and we got to start to move out of love. Loving people, loving God, loving ourselves. Yes, I said it. Loving yourself enough to allow yourself to thrive. Yes. And I'm not talking about the shallow stuff. I'm saying go deep. Going deep. Like this discussion today. Peeling back those layers so that you can actually do the work that truly releases you from being stuck constantly. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. But now you know my intentions for this program. To elevate my mind, to transform my life, to take myself to the next level. And everybody who is ready to go with me to that next level in this beautiful life, I want to connect with those people. I want to pour into their hearts. I had a scripture open on my lap, Philippians 4. My goodness, I didn't even get a chance to dive into it. But I will be diving into it soon. Have an incredible, incredible day. Be intentional about your emotions. Change and shift your emotions by leaning into gratitude. And there are tons of things to be grateful for. Oh, there are so many things. Even right now where you are faced with situations of fear, challenge, and so forth, choose gratitude. And if you need God to help you, ask Him, help me be grateful in this moment. Remind me what I can be grateful for. But start leaning into gratitude and say as many things as you can and feel the feelings. It's not just about talking. It's about the feeling, those emotions, that energy, so that each and every day you start to create the life that you want more and more. You are of God. You are made in His image. If He's a creator, you're a creator. Day 2, let's go.